Hey Scorpio, this is Christelle Martinette. I'm here with you for a reading on your finances. It's a bonus reading. It will cover from now until the end of the year. I really felt the need to do this because it seems, well, you wake up one day and you get the message, and that's why I'm here. And I'm focusing on here, for you, I've chosen this Moldavite. If I can give you I'm going to use, let me just show you here. I'm going to try to use a light that will give you, there you go. It does, with the light, you can see it's almost transparent green. Okay, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful. What is this Moldavite? It is a meteorite. It's ages old. It's found in what is now the Republic of Czechoslovakia. And it's very powerful, very grounding. It is so powerful a stone. You have to take it in bits and pieces. And so let's see what. Oh, I'm going on without saying anything. Sorry, Scorpio. What am I doing? I have here the major arcana of a deck called Intuiti. It is a deck that was created by a group of researchers in a university in northern Italy, in Milan, and they studied all the different tarot traditions and fashioned this deck with the notion of making it more creative in nature and giving the possibility of readers to expand their interpretations and be creative. So here are the major arcana. I'm going to choose three. I'm going to choose three for you and see what I'll show you them, and then I'll be using a more traditional deck that is fashioned after the Rider-Waite. I'll show you those. Okay, now, okay, so the first one is the 14th major arcana in this deck. They have more cards than a traditional tarot deck. The 14th card is called Opposites. It's sort of a conciliation of opposite. It gives us the theme of the double, all right, the dual nature that you very well know, Scorpio, that we find in sort of the duality of Jekyll and Hyde, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Frankenstein and the monster, good and evil. And it follows faithfully the idea, the tendency to organize everything according to the positive negative scheme, notion. So we divide our features and qualities and shortcomings, values and, things that are not valued, virtues and vices, things like that. The attempt usually brought up by this card of opposites is telling us that it suppresses. The idea is to suppress our adverse or evil part that can lead to a split into two different entities. This is the notion, and this is the idea in relation to your finances. It opens the door to schizophrenia, however. Schizophrenia as a way of acting on your finances, having this dual nature that is not serving you well. Now, instead, this card tells us to be non-aggressive and try to mediate these two parts. It is the yin and yang. We need both our dark side and it brings us balance. Do not have them in opposition, but to keep them balanced. And the way to resolve this is to find an agreement on both sides so that you can coexist with these dark side and light side harmoniously. So the good makes the bad more mild, and the bad doesn't allow the good to be, stepped on. So when, and if you put it in the notion of health and illness, when disease and cures are already inside of us, we just have to recover using the poison, our own poison, in order to detoxify ourselves. So, it's calling upon you, Scorpio, to look at those unhealthy habits that you have in relation to monetary activities, in your finances. What is this push and pull? And for many, it could be the notion of earning much and spending much without reason, without rhyme or reason, and always finding yourself, as we say in Italian, with one hand in the front and one hand in the back, trying to cover yourself. You need to cover yourself. Let's look at the next one, is the sphere of gestation, the two major arcana. Now, there was a French writer called Victor Hugo. When he realized that his social commitments took time away from one of his novels, he ordered his butler to hide his clothes, to prevent him from going out until he had finished his work. And this is what the sphere of gestation is telling you, that determination, that cold will to become estranged from the world in order to concentrate. So being lucid, no mercy on yourself, being lucid, it knows what it wants. You know, Scorpio, what you want, and you are well aware of the price to pay in order to obtain it. This is requiring you and asking you to become more determined in reaching your goals financially. It will make you capable of withdrawing into yourself to brood, with patience, brooding the seeding process until you come and gestate, come out and birth a flower that's ready to be bloomed, that will be fully bloomed. Now, in relation to finances, what does that mean? And this is interesting that this came out, which is the eternal return. We saw this in another reading as well. It's the 10 major arcana. This is sort of the universal law of time that's written into this idea of return. It's the overcoming of a philosophy that makes us believe that everything's flowing, everything's flowing, everything's flowing. But water flows, we get that. Water flows, but it doesn't flow in a cyclical manner, according to a particular outline or design. But the world has seasons, right? And it has the sun and the moon, they're opposites. And there are certain things that can be predicted, but there are also elements that cannot be predicted. But these alternate. So the eternal return, Scorpio, teaches you that things come and go. And you need to remember that. You need to remember that things come and go and that changes are underway. But we don't have to worry about them. You get that? Scorpio, do not worry about that. We don't have to live in the past or live in the future. When you, Scorpio, finally see and accept this model of this turning wheel, this eternally turning wheel, you can really be in the present, enjoy the present fully for the better, and endure it more in a thoughtlessly way, in a light way, since we already know that it'll, will disappear soon. So in money matters, it's here one day, gone the next. That needs to be accepted in order for you to then bring in more. It's a returning cycle. Very interesting, Scorpio. Let me now follow up with this tarot. Let's follow up with this tarot and see what we can see. Yeah, I see. I do see here. I do see. All right, let me show you the cards first, and then I'll talk about all of the, the mirroring effect and all of the relation one to the other. All right, we have this Nine of Wands, all right? And when we see the Nine of Wands, especially me, when I see the Nine of Wands, I go, oh, fuck. Excuse my French, I think, oh, Jesus, what? Come on, again, Then we've got this beautiful justice card, karmic card that has been gracing us with its presence. Now 4 cards and 4 readings in a row. I love it. Then we've got the 10 of Swords. This 10 of Swords, all right? All those swords in your back. We have the 7 of Wands, all right? You are sort of, it's self-flagellation that I'm looking at so far in this period, August, the end of the year. We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is there to help you. I'll say it again. The Queen of Wands is there to help you be more pragmatic. Then we have we've got the 6 of Wands. That is a victorious towards the end of the year, especially. Now, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? It's true. We come in with that 9 of Wands, and it is a heavy situation. You do feel like you have to use this period of the year, the August, July, August, to work when maybe no one else is working, because you feel like you have to catch up. 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 And you're working yourself to the bone, and you're pissed off at yourself because you have to do it. And it's as if you don't want to blame yourself, but the devil is making you do it. That's what you're thinking. The devil makes me do it, but you're angry, and there's this discontent. But of course, we've got this Justice card, and things do karmically return, don't they? We know that. I'm one to tell you that. They karmically return with the Queen of Wands. This is a person, could be a person that helps you tremendously in accepting this notion of eternal return, of something that is only transient. The notion that we need to accept the changes that are underway. Now, what I love absolutely about this 10 of Swords is that it is over. That terrible period is over. Give yourself time. Okay, September, when September comes around, maybe, just maybe, you'll be listening to that beautiful energy of that passionate Queen of Wands, and she'll say basta to you. She will whisper, that card is whispering, basta, 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 Scorpio. Enough is enough. Get off that, that wheel, that gerbil-y like wheel, and stop beating yourself with the whip. Stop that self-flagellation. This also can be a friend who gives you counsel, Scorpio, who has your best interests in mind. What to say, ladies and gentlemen, with this gorgeous energy of the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands comes, the success of the 6 of Wands comes when the cycle of this garbage that you do, giving blame to yourself, giving it to others, giving it to the universe, giving it to, it's bouncing the blame around. It's an interesting reading here for you, Scorpio, because it tells me that there is a little bit of difficulty now, okay? July, August, there is difficulty because you don't know where the next dollar is coming from. That's an example. Or you just don't have it in you. You don't want to put pen to paper and prepare. You just don't want to do that. You think that, okay, it's like my nails, I cut my nails, they grow back. That's how you think. But then you see that, oh my God, it's not growing back. Oh God, it's chipped, Oh, there's something wrong with this nail, And that's like your finances in the month of July and August, moving into this beautiful period that's coming up. And that's alleviated, the pain is alleviated of non-accepting this cyclical pattern, because it is up and down. Expect the downside. When we embrace the opposite and understand that the balance is achieved when they interact, and when you embrace, like these two winged figures are embracing, then you feel balance. Balances come into your life, Scorpio. Write to me under the video. Let us know, everyone, how it resonates, if it resonates, if there's an interpretation of this that even just a bit of it can help you in some way. I'd appreciate that. And do join me on Sunday, the 16th of August, if you're free. There's a question and answer session I offer to only subscribers. So subscribe if you're coming. Please subscribe, because I don't, you're on your honor to do that, because I really like to give back to my subscribers. And also on the 22nd of August, I will be channeling. I'll be channeling Sushant Singh Rajput, the very young actor and dancer who prematurely passed away. Initially, it was thought to be suicide, but these days, this week precisely, there have been a lot of investigations underway. The press is full with theories about what went down. Come in with your questions. I'm curious myself. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, until we read together again. Bye-bye, Scorpio.